everyone, this is Colleen Lemma, Starseed Astrologer and Spiritual Messenger from SacredSoulEmpowerment.com, here to do your weekly Empowered Moments video for the week of Monday, June 19th through Sunday, June 25th, 2023. For this week's Empowered Moments video, we'll be using the Fairy Tarot cards by Radleigh Valentine for the main message for everyone. And your special message card this week, depending on your stone of choice, is going to be coming from, I believe this is a brand new deck that I've not ever used before, called Messages from the Mermaids by Karen K. So let's go ahead before we get into what our stones of choice are or the astrology for the week. Let's quiet our minds, close our eyes and relax and do an empowered moment. So where you're sitting, reclining, or lying down, just close your eyes, relax your body, clear your mind of all thoughts of the day. Just be in the present moment, the here and now. If it helps, listening to the sound of my voice to keep you centered and grounded. Seeing, sensing, feeling, or just knowing that you're surrounded in etheric, golden, white light of God's source energy universe, all that is. Take in a deep, conscious breath, breathing in that golden white light, breathing it into every cell of your body. And as you exhale, letting go of all that your body, mind, and soul no longer needs. Let's take in another deep breath, breathing in that protective, guiding, golden white light. And this time as you exhale, imagining or visualizing the grounding cord coming out of your root chakra and going down deep into Earth, Mother Gaia. Down through all of the layers of the earth until it reaches her crystalline heart chakra. And plugging in your grounding cord into Earth Mother Gaia's heart chakra. And taking in a deep, intentional breath, breathing in her healing, nurturing, amber, golden, yellow light. Breathing it up through the grounding cord and in through your root chakra, and as you exhale, it's being dispersed, intermingled, merged with that etheric golden white light of Creator and Source. Silently in your mind, calling in your angels and guides, master guides and teachers of the highest vibration of light. And this week we have the sun, giver of life, the energy of how we shine our light out into the world. It's moving from Gemini into Cancer this week. So moving from logical, analytical, air sign, Gemini, into emotional, intuitive, water sign, Cancer. So imagine yourself in a rowboat without any oars on a beautiful river, and the current is gently and easily taking you down this river. You're just relaxing in that boat, feeling peaceful and calm, comfortable and serene, and trusting that this river is taking you to where you need to go. Feeling the wonderful emotions of peace, inner joy, balance. Tuning into your intuitions and gut feelings, clairsentience. As you move gently and easily in this rowboat down the river, take in a deep breath, relaxing as you exhale even more. And imagine that this boat is veering off to either the left or the right within this river and taking you gently towards one of the banks of the river. And very gently and easily it lodges itself onto the bank of this river, and you find yourself in a beautiful, special place, and you know that you're here for a purpose, for a reason. Intuitively, you know that you're in just the right spot and at the right time for whatever comes next in your life. Open up your clairsentience. Open up your clairvoyance, clairaudience, claircognizance. Open your higher intuition and ask the universe, ask your angels and guides why you are here. What's the next step? What steps are you to take next? What's the next part of your journey in your soul's life path all about? Listen silently for the answers. They may come to you now through sounds or feelings or just knowing, or the answers may come later as a download of information through your dreams, meditations, or waking time during the day. Take a deep breath here. And as you exhale and in your own time, you can open your eyes and return to this time and place and space. And let's get ready to look at our stones of choice. So the first stone of choice is this beautiful blue apatite stone. Yes, these are special intention pendants. This one's wrapped in silver wire and Reiki charged with the vibration of master number 22, the number of proper use of power and manifestation of goals on the third dimensional plane. This blue apatite has the qualities of the planet Jupiter in it, planet of expanding into one's knowledge and truth, the energies of the sign of Pisces to connect one to their past lives and increase one's psychic perceptions and abilities. And the energies of Archangel Metatron, archangel that assists us in connecting to our own Akashic records to gain access and understanding to our soul patterns and gifts. Okay, and then stone number 2, this is a beautiful and rare pink Lemurian seed record keeper quartz crystal wrapped in silver wire and Reiki charged with the vibration of master number 11, the number of the visionary and the light worker, and the number 9, number of the humanitarian, spiritual energy and creative potential, the qualities of Aquarius for freedom and independence, the qualities of Libra for equality and balance in a light-filled soulmate relationship, the element air, which is about communication, ideas, and higher perceptions. Activation of the crown chakra to open one up to higher wisdom and knowledge. Activation of the heart chakra for unconditional love and compassion. And Archangel Raziel's energies of divine magic, magnified psychic abilities, and the power of alchemy. Archangel Shamuel's energy for attracting a beautiful soul connection with another, or the healing of a current soulmate relationship, and connection to the Lemurians of the highest vibration of light. So that one was quite a mouthful. And then our last stone of choice here. I love all of these stones this week. Of course, I love all the stones all the time. So this one is called Shadakite. This is a nice little slice in a rectangular form with a flat back to it. Shattuckite is wrapped in silver wire and Reiki charged with the vibration of master number 11 and master number 33 for increased psychic abilities, including clairvoyance, clairaudience, claircognizance, clairsentience, the energies of the planets Neptune and Uranus for connecting to the higher spiritual realms and the God mind. The activation of the crown, third eye, and throat chakras for opening up to higher guidance and wisdom, having clear inner sight and vision, and speaking one's authentic truth. This one has the energies of Archangel Uriel for creative inspiration and wisdom, and Archangel Michael for strength, courage, and leadership. So again, our stones of choice are the beautiful blue apatite stone, the pink Lemurian seed record keeper quartz crystal, or the Shattuckite. Okay, let's put those over here and let's talk a little bit about the astrological energies of the week. On Wednesday, the 21st, we have the sun, giver of light, right? Our ego, our personality, how we shine our light in communicative, curious Gemini. But it's in an inconjunct aspect to Pluto, who just retrograded back into Capricorn for the rest of this year. So Pluto is about death and rebirth and transformation and regeneration. And the inconjunct means that there's some adjustments that need to be made in order to allow both of these planets in their signs to be able to bring about the most positive outcome, because there's a little bit of difficulty with the inconjunct. So the sun in Gemini, right? Gemini is air and thoughts and perceptions and ideas and networking and lighthearted fairy-like energy, communication of all kinds. And Pluto in Capricorn, right? The Capricornian energy is more serious and more grounded and more focused and more in the alignment of life path, career, projects, the things that we have to get done. Of course, Pluto, bringing in this heavy-duty kind of transformation, is bringing in this energy with the sun in Gemini of transforming our thoughts, making adjustments to the perceptions or perspectives that we're having about ourselves, our lives, a career, relationship, whatever it might be. And we're needing to adjust something there with those perceptions and those thoughts so that we can bring about a transformation on a mental body level. Now, on the same day, right after the sun makes that connection to Pluto, it moves into Cancer. This is the summer solstice, right? The sun spends about 1 month in each sign of the zodiac, so it's going to be here until July 22nd. So the sun in Cancer is shining its light now through the filter of Cancer, which is home, family, mothering, nurturing, counseling, listening, kind of a life coaching sort of energy, right? Where they're there and nurturing you and listening to and guiding you like a mother would a child. Cancer is also that gut feeling, that intuition. It's our emotions and our emotional body. So there's a shift from the mental body of Gemini to the emotional body of Cancer now for the next month. And on Thursday, the 22nd, the next day, we've got Mars in fire sign Leo connecting to Chiron in fire sign Aries. So Mars is the warrior, planet of action, forward movement. It's in Leo, the lion, leadership, confidence, courage, take charge energy. That trine to Chiron, the wounded healer, the ruler of past life soul wounds, which is in Aries, which is the sign of the self, regarding our independence, our self-identity, our self-confidence, our courage. There's a healing here, an activation of healing that can take place because Mars is an activator planet. And a trine between these two means it's a positive, harmonious, and beneficial energy. Now, it still may bring up maybe some wounds with the Chiron influence, wounds of our sense of self, in some way, shape, or form. But Mars is activating some sort of confidence and courage and take charge leadership ability to get a handle on it. And Leo is all about creative self-expression, right? That fiery creative self-expression of really all of the fire signs. And here we've got the Leo and Aries energy. So we're activating some sort of expression of our energy out into the world while we're healing something about our confidence and courage. And then on Sunday the 25th, we've got Mercury still in his home sign of Gemini. Mercury rules the mental realm, thoughts, ideas, communications. Gemini is one of the ruling signs for Mercury. So he's very much at home here with a lot of conversations, communications, learning, speaking, teaching, writing, networking, curiosity of all these things out in the world. But it's in a square aspect to Neptune. And a square is a challenging aspect. And Neptune rules the unseen and the intangible. Neptune does rule the spiritual realm and magic and miracles, but in a square connection to Mercury, it might bring in illusion, confusion, delusion, maybe deception, not being grounded in your mind, not being grounded with your thoughts or ideas, and maybe an energy of vacillation. We're vacillating back and forth, either juggling too many things and getting lost in that confusion, or if we're needing to make a choice or decision about something, we might be vacillating back and forth. Communications can be a little bit difficult. We might have a hard time being clear when we're speaking to others. And conversely, when others are communicating to us, you might want to reiterate what you think you hear them saying in order to make sure that you're getting it correctly. Because again, there can be a lot of confusion and lack of clarity and maybe even lack of boundaries when it comes to communication at this time. So that's a little bit about the astrology. Let's go ahead and see what the messages from the fairy realm is all about this week. So turning over the first card, we've got the Five of Spring. The Five of Spring is like the Five of Wands, the Five of Fire. Now the number 5 numerologically can be a little confusing. It's that confusion, delusion, illusion kind of thing, that we were talking about. It can bring in an energy where there's a lot actively going on. And in the realm of spring or wands or fire, this can be sometimes almost like a mock battle with somebody. There might be like choice words that we're having, arguments or frustrations. That's why I call it a mock battle, because it's not really super heavy duty, but depending on how you act or react to the situation, it could go in a challenging direction. So we want to make sure that we maybe think before we speak or think before we take actions. This can be multitasking and juggling a lot of things, and again, kind of getting lost in the confusion of it all. Might be a good time to make lists of things that you have to do or tasks you need to get done, or make a list of pros and cons if it's something where you're needing to, again, make a decision on something. The message at the bottom of this card actually says opposing goals arising from differing opinions. Opposing goals arising from differing opinions. So that's that mock battle kind of energy that comes into play. Feeling at odds with yourself or with others, and overly ambitious people. That's trying to do too much too soon, or trying to juggle too many things, right? You're being overly ambitious. So the middle statement, that again, you might feel at odds. There might be some anxiety, some nervous energy. And what do you do with nervous energy or anxiety? Now, this is not a mental card, but again, it's more like an action-oriented card. So there's physical nervous energy or physical kind of anxiety running through you. Overwhelm would be another way to say it. Take a walk, do some exercise, jog in place, do some jumping jacks, right? So we've got to physically give an outlet to this anxious, nervous energy that we've got going on with the Five of Spring. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at, this is good, they're saying, for networking though. They're saying, for looking at this at a more positive way, this is good for networking, answering all those emails, answering all those text messages, maybe even doing some brainstorming or some uncensored writing where, if it's uncensored journaling just for your own healing purposes, that's great too. But let's say you need to come up with some sort of solution for something, or you're thinking about writing a blog or rewriting content on your website, for instance. This is like uncensored writing, where you're just kind of writing bits and pieces and notes and things, and you can organize them later. Okay? The next card, let's see what that is. Okay. So the next card is the Eight of Autumn. This is like the Eight of Discs, or the Eight of Earth, or the Eight of Pentacles. And this is a very, the Pentacle suit, the Earth suit, the Autumn suit. It's a very tangible card. So we're talking about job, career, finances, money, projects that we're doing, things that are tangible in our lives. The number 8, from a numerological perspective, is a number of inner authority and empowerment, but on a physical 3D level can also bring up like money and finances and career and work. Now it says at the bottom, do more research before proceeding. Do more research before proceeding. And it says education in the form of seminars, going back to school, or apprenticeships. Okay, so think about, this is kind of that apprenticeship sort of card in the traditional tarot, the Eight of Discs. It's like practicing something, fine-tuning your skills or honing your skills. Again, kind of apprenticing with someone to get better at something. So we've got the education, we've got and then it says excellent craftsmanship and long-term projects. So this again is about, what is the long-term goal? What's the long-term project? And let's break that down, right? If our long-term goal for the rest of 2023 is this, what can I do, this month? What can I schedule for July? What can I schedule in August? What are my then sub-goals to get to the larger goal by the end of the year? So again, altogether, we've got do some more research before proceeding. That can be like that Mercury squaring Neptune, because things might be a little confusing and you don't have all the details, or things are a little fuzzy. So we need to gather more information, basically. Education, seminars, going back to school, apprenticeship, and excellent craftsmanship and long-term projects. So that is our second card message. And then the last card message is the Princess of Spring. And this is like the Page of Wands. And the pages are always about messages. They're the messengers of the court cards. So they bring in information, they bring in messages, they bring in a young, vibrant, enthusiastic, and energetic kind of spirit here. And this being the card of spring, the card of wands or fire, this can be like, here's some information to take some action on. Here's a message to follow up on and to move forward on something. So, the suit of spring or fire is more action oriented. So you want to take that information or the messages or the guidance that you're getting, and even if it's the smallest of actions, go ahead and do something with it. At the top, it says optimistic, enthusiastic, creative, and energetic. Yep, that's the Princess of Spring. At the bottom, it says it's time to go after your dreams. And I like that with Mars and Leo, right? Mars and Leo trining Chiron. Let's heal some old stuff and use that Mars and Leo to go after our dreams, to creatively self-express out into the world. And even with Mercury and that challenging connection to Neptune at the end of the week on Sunday, it's very good for visualization, right? May not be so good with focus and grounding, but it's good right now for the imagination, visualization, and dreams, both nighttime and daytime dreams. So it's time to go after your dreams. Do something that expands your horizons. Expand your horizons. Let your creativity take flight. So this to me definitely goes with the energy as we get into mid to latter week. Whereas that 5 of spring, right, where there's like the mock battles kind of going on, that's the sun and Pluto. Pluto can bring up some maybe power and control issues through communications. The 8 of autumn is stuck in the middle here, where we're needing to research or practice or gain more information or education in some way. And the Princess of Spring here at the end, it's definitely that Mars and fire connecting with Chiron and fire, and like I said, even Mercury connecting with Neptune. So let's go ahead and see what your special message is depending on your stone of choice. So give this a little shuffle here. I already cleansed the cards, blessed the cards. And yes, I pulled a card for myself, as I often do from a new deck. So let's pull a card for you, Blue Apatite people. Blue Apatite, special message of guidance for Blue Apatite people. Nothing's jumping out quite yet. I'm going to shuffle it just a couple more times here. Blue Apatite. Okay, this one's calling my attention. Awareness. So Blue Apatite people, you need to have expanded awareness, higher awareness. What's the big picture here? What's the larger than life perspective here? You know, what's the spiritual reason for circumstances and situations that are in your life, even the challenging ones, right? There's a higher meaning behind all of that. And so if we shift from the present, like frustrations or difficulties that sometimes day-to-day life can cause, and we kind of center in our heart space and we expand our awareness to a spiritual one, right? Connect with your higher self and expand that awareness to understand from more of a God mind perspective or a higher soul self perspective, what's really going on? How, you know, what do I need to be aware of in life? What do I need to be aware of as far as these emotions, these feelings, these thoughts? What do I need to be aware of why this situation is unfolding the way it is, or why this communication with this person is happening the way it is? What's the bigger picture here? And what do I need to do with that? You know, what am I supposed to learn from that? Is there somewhere I'm supposed to take responsibility for something? Maybe responsibility for my communications or actions in a particular situation. Maybe this is about your life purpose and your life path. What's the bigger picture, right? What's the more expanded vision or awareness of the potential of what I'm here to do in this lifetime? Where I'm supposed to be going next in this lifetime? Where is Spirit guiding me? So, you know, it's asking kind of those bigger than life questions and waiting to hear from Spirit or from your angels and guides or from your higher self what the answers are, right? So expand your awareness. All right, and then for those of you that chose the pink Lemurian seed crystal, whoops. Okay, I shuffled it once and the bottom card almost fell, so I'm going to pick that one. Be spontaneous, pink Lemurian people. Be spontaneous. This is almost saying don't think too much, which is kind of contradicting that 8 of autumn where it says do more research, right? So do more research to understand something a little bit more. But on the other hand, your angels and guides for pink Lemurian seed crystal are saying be spontaneous too, to not think too long, right? Do a little bit of research, but then make a quick decision or, you know, come up with a quick action to move forward with, right? Be spontaneous. This is even spontaneous in play too. This isn't just about work and job and career. This is about life and fun and enjoyment. So maybe be spontaneous just means, you know what? I don't feel grounded and I don't feel focused and I feel confused. So it's almost like I see this visual of going whoosh and wiping everything off your desk and saying, I'm going to go out, take a drive. I'm going to go to the park. I'm going to go to the beach. I'm going to go to the woods. I'm going to go have some fun. I'm going to take myself out to lunch. I'm going to go to a tea house, you know, whatever it might be. Be spontaneous. If something pops into your head, like, boom, go and do that, you know, go have some fun. Or again, if it's work or life purpose, career related, it's like, boom, this little flash of insight will pop into your head. Sometimes it's a knowingness, sometimes a little flash of a vision clairvoyantly. Sometimes it's a message that you hear audibly or a feeling that you get that just kind of all of a sudden comes in. So allow all your clairs to be working to get and receive these messages or the guidance. But be spontaneous in the process. Don't allow yourself to think too long in certain situations where you just need to make the decision and do it, or where you just need to drop everything in the moment, go meet a friend and have some fun, okay? All right. All of a sudden, I don't know, this came out of left field, but I all of a sudden got this visual of this, someone who got this like instantaneous guidance to rearrange their room, like rearrange their living room or rearrange their bedroom or rearrange their office space. If you're getting some sort of a kind of guidance there to shake up the energy in your physical living environment a little bit, purge things, bring things to goodwill, clean that room, clean that drawer, or again, kind of rearrange. It's going to shake up, or not necessarily shake up, but it's going to move the energy so things aren't stagnant. So that's what spontaneity is, but I don't know where that vision came in. Maybe some of you are thinking about redoing one of your rooms or something. Okay. And then for those of you that chose the Shattuckite message for Shattuckite people, this one is calling my attention. Breaking free. Okay, breaking free of a pattern, breaking free of a mindset, breaking free of a belief system, breaking free of a situation or circumstance, like within one's job or career. Maybe it's breaking free of a relationship, or at the very least a relationship pattern that's no longer beneficial for you to continue to be in. Break free of working 24/7 and never having any fun, right? There can be a million different ways to think about what this is all about. But break free and let yourself just experience life in some way, shape, or form. Experience joy, experience happiness, experience love, experience travel, experience taking a little vacation if you need it. So break free of the ordinary, everyday. Again, this can go all the way down. All of a sudden, I'm seeing this visualization of someone breaking free of kind of like a certain way of projecting the self or projecting, I don't want to say the personality, but they were showing me clothing. Like, you know what, I'm tired of wearing the same kind of clothing or whatever. It's like, I'm going to shake things up and I'm going to wear this long flowing skirt. I'm going to dress like a goddess or a gypsy and I don't care what people think. So it's like break free of any confinements that you have within your body, mind, soul, energy field, and just let yourself express from a place of spiritual freedom, right? Let your spirit soar and be free. All right, everybody, I hope you've enjoyed this weekly Empowered Moments video. Thank you so much for following me on Facebook and Instagram, for checking out my website with the services that I offer. Pretty soon, I'm now getting my certification, probably in the next month or so, of the Akashic Records training that I'm taking. And pretty soon, that's going to be one of the services that's added. I'm going to be teaching a Claire's class probably sometime this fall, September, October. So if you want to know more about that, sign up for my newsletter on my website so you can get all the details about that and other things that I have going on. Discounts also are in that newsletter for sometimes my services and whatnot. So thank you so much for supporting me, for sending me your love and your nice positive comments on YouTube and on my social media platforms. Sending you all lots of love and light. Be spontaneous and have fun. Namaste, everyone.